Hello everybody. It's me. Your father, who was lost at sea long ago. I have returned from the depths of the belly of the Kraken. That's right, I'm not dead, they couldn't kill me. But yes, I realize it's been a while. It's been a while since I said I would be back in like 2 weeks max. Hey, no Joe. I actually was thinking earlier today Velho hasn't been live in a while. That is true. It has actually been actually over a month. But yeah, my schedule got a little bit fucked up, to say the least. I was supposed to be at my parents' place for at the most 2 weeks, but that obviously didn't quite go that way. Also, apologies for my face being frozen. I don't know what that's about. VCFA just won't work at the moment. I'm guessing it's something to do with graphics drivers. Maybe I gotta update it. Because, you know, I haven't since I started using it. I'm still using the same version from like 2021. But yeah, I went there. I planned to be like maybe a week and a half. But then I got sick. And I was sick for like a week. And then for another week my voice was just gone. So that, you know, that's just not very good for streaming. So I thought, hey, what the hell, I'm gonna be there for another week. And yeah, then a bunch of other stuff. My sister came a week earlier than expected, so I was like, what the hell. I'll just be there the whole of February. Why not? But that's where I've been. But you know, it was a nice little vacation of sorts. Ate some good food, spent some quality time with the folks. Made an entire software while I was there. Did some networking both on the internet and in person. And also I received information that I'm gonna finally get my fucking diploma on Friday. You know, after turning in my last assignments on January 19th. I mean, better late than never, I suppose, but that did kind of delay my, you know, that delayed my government cheese by about a month and a half. So they did kind of fuck me over. But honestly, I expected nothing less. They're like, hey, you know what, this guy had a bit of a rough go at it in 25. Let's make sure he suffers until we finally let him go. Not gonna lie, I expected you to be doing more exams until 2027. Honestly, at this point, that wouldn't have surprised me. If they were like, oh, actually, we decided that this 60 credit game development course that you did in 2020 doesn't count anymore. So you have to do like an entire semester. I don't know if I would have even had it in me to be like mad. I probably would have just been like, yeah, I fucking whatever. Sure. You might as well at this point. But yes, my voice is still a bit gone, so bear with me. It was a long and annoying cough. There's seasonal barn finds. Are there? Oh yeah, I guess there are. Well, ain't that something? What? No. Glad to hear you're doing better, thank you. I've been waiting to be doing better for a while now. But I'm glad they finally accepted my very clearly like superior English skills to theirs. As if that was even a question. I think that's been like my main gripe thus far with academia, just in general. You know, not just the fact that they're, you know, almost every professor and teacher there has been like a kind of a lazy prick. With, you know, with a few exceptions, sure. Some of them were fine. But I don't think that bothered me nearly as much as the fact that I knew more than the people who were teaching me. Just 6 years of being evaluated by people who know significantly less than I do. I don't know if you guys know this feeling, but you're in this institution that is very expensively run by taxpayer money, and the people there have to have university degrees to be able to teach. They've studied for longer than I have, somehow. And then you go there, you do something. You expect to get like useful notes on it, and then you get the feedback and it's like, this is not how you do this thing. And I asked them like, oh, is it not? I was under the impression that it was. Tell me, oh wise one, what is the correct way to do it, because I honestly expected them to know. And then they show me some code that looks like it was written by a first-year high school student. Like, this is the actual way. You find out if a number is divisible by 2 by, you know, dividing it by 2 in a for loop until you get 0. And then I calmly have to explain to this 50-year-old university-educated man that has never been true. I am pretty sure the modulo has been around as long as either of us have. So what are you talking about? And that pretty much sums up my entire experience in this school. I had that only for a few months with an English teacher who resorted to Google Translate. I don't know how she got a job teaching English. That too. All 3 of my English teachers have been quite a bit worse at it than I have. And actually significantly worse than my high school teacher, so... I'm kind of convinced at this point that this whole establishment is either like a scam or just some kind of a practical joke. Also, the stream bitrate is a bit wonky. Oh. Is it what is Streamlabs saying? I don't know. Should be fine. Let me just check out the stream in the browser. Not seeing any dropped frames. Connection should be fine. Yeah, I don't know, video looks fine on my end. I'm guessing it's probably your connection that's having trouble. I keep pressing the wrong buttons because I've been playing PS2 games. I actually played through Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Ratchet Gladiator with my siblings. That's the wild vacation that we had. We sat at home and we played PS2 games on a Mac. It's fun stuff. Might be me then. Yeah, I'm guessing that it is. Stream looks fine on all my devices. Also, the stream looks fine when you aren't moving. That's a little weird. I actually had a really good English teacher, but she retired like 1 year into her being my teacher. Then the Google Translator came in and then an English teacher who only spoke the British English. Couldn't understand American dialect, which is what I learned. Yeah, I mean I feel like that's kind of a universal experience. I've just completely forgotten the keys. That's been a lot of my experience as well. Everybody, all of the teachers somehow speak British, even though like the overwhelming majority of people speak American. Then they sometimes even they correct you, like, oh, actually that's not a hood, that's a bonnet. No, it's not. No, it's not according to 99% of the English speakers that I've ever heard in my life, so you know, shut up. That'll do. Let's see if we can find a Sabar. No, that's steep. Gotta say though, I had a pretty good laugh when I finally got feedback from the last English assignments. Because by all means I fucking did them perfectly. And I checked them. I read them through multiple times. Okay, there's nothing in there that they could complain about, so I would have to do like a revision. And to be fair, I didn't have to do a revision, but the teacher did say that, oh, all of the sources you used for this essay weren't in alphabetical order. Brother. My good man. You took 3 fucking weeks to check like 2 essays. That totaled about 4 pages maybe. That would have taken me 15 fucking minutes. You took 3 weeks. And then you have the nerve. You have the nerve to complain about sources that aren't in alphabetical order. Mind you, most of them were in alphabetical order. I just had 2 sources that started with the same letter that I had gotten mixed up. But I didn't pay that much attention because it's, you know, it's not like a fucking thesis or a scientific paper. You don't really need to do it. But just the fucking audacity. I swear I was like... I was like a hair away. A hair's length away I was. From just telling this guy to go fuck himself. You know, usually I just want to tell them to go fuck themselves. But I was almost like already writing it out. Like, you insignificant bitch. Because I mean, they weren't gonna like suspend me at that point. I was almost graduated at that point. And the school makes their money based on how many people graduate, so... I don't think they would have stopped me, but I still didn't do it, because I don't wanna... You know, talk to these people any more than I had to. I didn't even respond to the feedback, I just gave him a thumbs up. Like, yup. Cool. Great. Guys, seeing any barns? I'm not seeing any barns. That's just goddamn. Well, I guess this, how should I put it, overeducated and underqualified teacher got to feel important for a few weeks. He got to exercise his authority. Which I guess is very important to people like this. Considering that's half what they've been doing. During my 5.5 years at this fucking place. Actually, that's not good enough. It's not good enough because you failed to meet this one made-up requirement that's not relevant to anything you're doing. I have barn blindness. Me too. Can't see no damn barns. But I suppose they probably wouldn't be like on a slope. That seems unlikely. I like the way this car sounds though. I like these old rally engines that crackle. Barns in 4 abandoned, so not right next to homes, unlike in 5 where, fuck it, the barn is next to a guy's house. That is a little weird. Just gonna drive up to some stranger's house. Oi. Got a barn? Got a car in there? Can I have it? Yeah, I guess a lot of stuff happened while I was absent. Was I... Did I stream after they stole Venezuela's president? I think I did. That was earlier in January, right? But they did start blowing up Iran, which is a choice. Oh wait, there it is, there it is. Just concealed by these damn trees. Also, my neighbors seem to have once again gotten it in their heads that you open doors by hammering them. Which is cool.
Is that a GT? Aye, it is a GT.
Oh shit.
They're up for a crash test by the look of it. See the fiducial markers down the side.
But is it the GT or the GT40? Those are two different cars, you fucking dumb British man. Can't just call it a GT and expect me to know what it is. Is it a GT from 2005? Is it a GT from 2017? Or is it an actual GT40? I suppose we'll have to go check it out. If I just remember how to get there. We found this abandoned barn with a bike in front of it and a guy living next to it. Can't believe the guy didn't find this. Yep, he's a not much of a navigator for sure. Alright, I have to actually repair it, yeah. Well, is there anything fun to do in the meantime? Do we have any racism to do? Cross country. Alright. Okay, I keep pressing triangle. Fucking PlayStation 2. But I think I'm gonna switch back to this because it's fucking sick. Dubai now? Dubai has a war going on? Oh yeah, didn't the Iranians kinda just start shooting missiles just fucking everywhere? Like, oh, we're about to be destroyed. Fuck everybody. God damn it. Forzathon is going on now, but it's online only. Eh. We'll just do a bit of regular old single player racism. It's weird the game suggests a treasure map, since you can't buy it. God damn it. Fucking itchy ass throat. Since you can't buy any of the DLC for the game now. Oh yeah, they fucking took those away. Can I use Forzathon points to buy backstage passes, which allow you to buy some rare cars? Yeah, I don't know, I think I have quite a few rare cars as it is. I probably haven't even driven half of them. Yeah, I might need to get some fucking cough medicine. Love good old single player racism. Racism is fun. I love a racisming around the streets. That is a weird assortment of cars.
One of the most famous drivers at Horizon trying themselves out for round one of my cross-country series. Let's get you some new wheels. It'll be my pleasure. Aye, should handle the conditions nicely.
Hell yeah, let's go ram some bitches. One main reason to do Forzathon is the best... Oh. Start? No. Best car in the game is locked to backstage auctions for it. It is... Wait, I'm having a stroke. But the backstage auctions for it is rare though, so can't just get it there. Okay. Auctions for it are rare. Okay, that makes more sense. Koenigsegg CCGT, I think it was called. Okay, well then it doesn't matter because I don't like Koenigsegg's. Not just because they're Swedish, but also because they're just god ugly. They just look like regular cars that done got flattened. You know, I'm more of a... Well, I guess I can't see them now, but... You know, as far as supercars go, I'm more of a Pagani guy. I don't even really like the new Lamborghinis, or Ferraris for that matter. I think they're all just kind of boring. It just looks like, oh, regular car but flat. You know, I like Paganis because they still look like fucking spaceships. Got those weird little lights that look like some kind of bug eyes. And the interior looks like probably what people in the Victorian era thought the 3000s look like. I like those because they're crazy. Actually, I think those are pretty much the only new cars that I like. Like, apart from Pagani's... Well, the Alfa Romeo Disco Valente is kinda nice. And I think the, what is it called? Abarth 124 Spider's kinda nice. But other than that, all cars just kinda look the same to me now. Haven't seen a car that really tickles my aesthetic bones in a while. You know what's a car that... You know what's a car that I really want? I really want like a 70s Porsche. You know, like a 76 911. Or a Corvette C3 or C2. Preferably C2, those are fucking beautiful. I don't know why I'm talking about these cars like I don't have them in the game, we can just drive them later. Do agree they are kinda ugly and the interior of the CCGT is awful. Yeah, that too, I mean... All the supercars just have like ugly interiors. What is that, a bot? Shoo. I'm not much of a car guy, so I don't really know new cars. I'm faithful to the Moskvich 1500. That is a good one, I think that's... I think my grandfather actually had one of those. Long, long time ago, way before I was born, but I know he had a Moskvich of some kind. Do you have 70,000 euros? Sadly, no. In fact, if you round it up, I have, I'm missing 70,000 euros from 70,000 euros. Well, I guess 69 if you round it up to the closest thousand. There's a rally tuned 1977 Porsche 911 at 3.0 here for 75 grand. Ooh. Ooh. How I wish. But sadly, currently I can't even afford to get a license, so that's gonna have to wait. Where's my... Okay. But hey, now that I have a... Now that I have a degree, I have an experience, I have a full portfolio with some fairly new projects, including the one that I just made last month. Perhaps I will make some money sometime soon, it would be nice. It would be nice to not have to subsist on whatever scraps I make from like freelance work. But at least now I'm eligible for getting some government cheese. So that's at least something. I won't have to be so frugal with my groceries at the very least. It really was cutting it close though. I mean, one more month of waiting and I would have been fucking out of money. Just straight up. Might even have to send some feedback to school, like you kinda cut it close there. Maybe don't take a month checking 2 assignments that really aren't that long, you know? Especially for somebody who was like 2 assignments away from graduating. That's kind of a dick thing to do. Oh. That went a bit long. Really, the biggest thing stopping me from getting a car or a license and insurance. Oh yeah, it's fucking expensive as hell to get a car currently.
Nothing like a nice high-speed drive in the country, eh? Nice driving, pal.
Oh. Is that a new car? Stream is frozen.
You should know. We've set up this series to find the best cross-country driver at Horizon. Make it all the way, beat the competition.
Well, what the fuck is that? Are we back? Okay. Or no? It's still spinning. Well, this isn't nice. Are we back now? I guess. No? Maybe? God damn. Okay, now we are back. That's good. That's gonna be a problem with Twitch or maybe some other stuff. Because my connection seems entirely fine. Not sure what this is. Bitrate did seem low earlier, which usually indicates internet issues. Plus you disconnected from Forza Horizon Online. Mayhaps coincidence, mayhaps not. Yeah, I don't know. According to Windows, my connection hasn't broken at any point. Also, the stream window in the browser keeps pausing for some reason. Or does it pause when I tab out? Is that like a new feature to us stop people from like lurking in your chat or in your stream? That's cool. That's cool for people who just want to listen to streams. That's very nice. Although I'm sure there's like a browser extension already that fixes it. Lurking requires audio to be on or at least one chat message. Yeah, I would expect it to require some kind of activity to show that you're in the bot. Or that you're just not like, watching the stream on like all your fucking devices. You're on your own devices, I mean. But that's kind of stupid to pause the stream when you're like using a different tab or something. That seems like it would only hurt the platform. Because, you know, there are quite a few, like, music streamers, first of all, and also, like, news channels. Like, maybe you just wanna listen to stuff instead of watching it. Maybe live podcasts, you know. So that seems like a harmful change to me. Got all these people though. Oh wait, I guess they aren't actually people because I'm offline. Never mind. Am I the only one who thinks anesthetic sounds like kind of a dirty word? It's too close to having something to do with buttholes. What? Your drive avatar difficult setting doesn't qualify you to complete every objective and win every reward in this championship. Would you like to change drive avatar difficulty from average to highly skilled? No, I'm not good enough.
Considering it's spring and we're in the UK, I can't guarantee good weather for this championship. What I can guarantee is that it'll be fun come rain or shine.
It's like 70% of Twitch users are lurkers or something. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure quite a few of those are bots. You know, like, I mean, obviously. Because how could somebody like XQC or fucking Asmongold get to where they are? If they weren't doing something shady. Because I mean, they don't even do anything. They just watch other people's videos and they say like, "Ooh, that's crazy." Why would... I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's been proven to a pretty high degree of certainty that at least like 30% of these top streamers viewers are bots. But then again, you know, instead of doing something stupid like this, they could just implement actual anti-bot measures. You know, I'm not a web guy, but I would assume it's not that difficult. You know, to detect like automated behavior. I don't know why all these websites, instead of using systems that are stupid and unreliable, but that's just me, you know, I'm just some lowly object-oriented programmer. I don't know anything. I actually have to buy a car. Alright. It's just 25 grand. I have fucking 11 million. It's the best part about offline, in my opinion. They add bots that you can erase and stuff, although one downside is they populate the dirt roads. Eh. You know, just pass them. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay. That's a DLC car. Which I can't buy anymore. Whoop-de-doo. Guess we won't play this one. And, okay, can I leave now? I can't leave. Oh, good lord. I straight up can't go back. Wonderful. Well, guess that was that. No more Forza Horizon for us. I am pressing B. That doesn't do anything. Escape doesn't do anything. Backspace doesn't do anything. Nothing does anything. Did you guys accidentally break your game by removing the DLCs? Oops. Oh well. Well, guess I'll have to restart. Wonderful. Spectacular. You know, I was thinking that I haven't had enough technical problems for one day. Let's get some more going, 'cause why not? Trust me, highly skilled is just to blow up your ego until you go to unbeatable difficulty. It's not that bad. Unbeatable is straight up cheating, the rubber band is absurd. You can question multi-billion-dollar corporations. Right? Don't ask questions, just consume the slop and get excited for the next product. Oh yeah, can I go online somewhere? Because I would like to check the auction house if there's anything fun in the specials. Where the hell do you go online? Those cars? Oh yeah, you gotta get out of the house, which you gotta load into, and then you gotta go online. I think there could have been a better way to implement this, but once again, who am I to criticize Microsoft? I'm sure they know what they're doing. I'm sure they know better than I do. Unable to connect to the live configuration servers. Okay. That's interesting. Have they like shut down the servers? That'd be kinda sad. The AI can also use DLC cards, which are OP. On. Alright, well, tell me how it goes for you. Played online earlier? Oh, well, I suppose. Yeah, probably not the servers being shut down then. Maybe they're just down for maintenance or something. I suppose I could just find that out with a Google search. What's Horizon server status? User reports show no current problems with Forza. Yeah, I don't know, seems like everything should be fine. Not sure why it isn't my... Wait, did I leave like my VPN or on or something? I mean, that's a possibility, I suppose, although I haven't told it to activate on startup, but you know how some of these apps are. Sometimes they just do stuff without you asking them to do stuff. They got a mind of their own. Nope. Doesn't seem to be the case. So what the hell? Okay, well fuck it, guess we're just not playing online. But, you know, maybe... Since I can't connect the servers and also the stream died earlier, maybe there's something wrong with my connection. I will have to diagnose it later, but for now everything seems to be somewhat functional. So I'm just gonna keep playing and see how it goes. My disk has been rattling for months and I thought it was just the disk being low quality. I just realized one side of the disk wasn't locked. Just they for some reason reversed the locking mechanism. Nice. You know, I'm a big fan of when companies do that, you know, just change stuff for no clear reason. Also can confirm I'm online, no problems. Well, I guess there's just something very, very wrong on my end. Including my throat, still. Maybe I'll medicate a little bit. I think I still should have some medication over there in the cabinet. Just a moment. Also, I can describe how happy I am right now because my desk isn't rattling every time I use my keyboard. That's nice. Speaking of furniture, I should get a new chair at some point, because this is kinda... You know. This just kinda won't stay in a position. It'll slowly just go down. Every hour or so I have to like pull it back up. Also, have you gotten any hot tea? It helps the throat usually. Yeah, I just drank some. This is just a bit more potent for that purpose. And it's kinda weird because I don't really have like a sore throat anymore. Haven't had it for a few weeks. But I still get like this weird itch at the back of it. And I realize that's a pretty good place for a joke about scratching one's throat. But yeah, I don't know what that's about. There's no other signs of sickness anymore. Just a slight cough and an itchy throat. If I may recommend a chair, I recommend not the Fractal. Fractal Refine, it took a lot of tinkering to make it work. Yeah, I'll probably, if I buy a chair, I'm probably gonna like buy it from a local furniture store. You know, something made in this country. By actual professionals, preferably. Instead of just glued together in some Chinese factory. Although, I don't know how many furniture stores are left in this area. I think one of them shut down like earlier last year. You know, the place that I got my my kitchen table and my bed from. That doesn't exist anymore. It's kind of a bad situation economically over here. And I guess, well, everywhere. Gas just went up too. Because I guess a war happened, so Iraq decided to decrease their oil production. So now I think gasoline and diesel both were like close to 4 euros per liter. Yay. All of this shit kinda got me thinking, like... You know, if I do get a job, I really gotta start, like... Maybe preparing for the worst. I don't have a lot of faith in this, system at the moment, let's just say. I mean, shit, they're like... They can't afford to, like, take care of the fucking... elderly anymore. Like, the healthcare system is in fucking dire straits. Everything is, like, twice as expensive as it was, like, fucking 4 years ago. In the big cities, power is, like, absurdly expensive. All this business is shutting down. Even the big companies are, like, laying off thousands of people. It's getting kind of concerning. You know, so it'd be nice if I could secure some kind of like a mid-level programming job with a, you know, 60k salary. I could buy some kinda rickety old house, fix it up. Well, I guess not rickety necessarily, but you know, like an older house, fix it up. Stockpile some canned pork, as you do. Maybe get some solar panels if possible. That'd be cool. Because it kind of seems that shit is just you know, I don't want to sound like a doomer, but shit is just kinda getting worse constantly. You know, every time we think like, oh, maybe this is it, maybe we're out of it. Maybe the AI bubble will pop. Maybe computers will become affordable again. Maybe the situation will calm down and we'll get some cheaper power again. Nope. A new thing pops up that fucks everything up. It's kinda got me thinking like one of them doomsday preppers. Gotta stockpile, gotta get me a house, gotta get me a weapon maybe for hunting. Cause I swear every time I go to the stores there's just less and less meat. And it's more and more expensive. Goddamn Klaus Schwab trying to get me to eat bugs. Fuck you, Klaus Schwab. I'd rather just fucking stone rabbits than eat your bug powder. But yeah, where was I? Oh, nice. Level 69. And a wheel spin, let's see if we get anything. A car, maybe? Oh. Well, that's better than a hat, I suppose. A Lotus Carlton. Can't say I've ever heard this car's name mentioned ever, anywhere. I forgot you're supporting a local business. Yeah, I'd prefer to buy a Finnish-made chair. Not just because, you know, I want to support the local businesses and whatnot, but also because, I mean, it's just gonna be better quality, most likely. And also because I don't really like gaming chairs. You know, I kinda have this... I kinda wanna buy like one of those... Like one of those like leather chairs that you'd see in like a executive's office. You know, it's like all cool and padded. With like wooden armrests. Although those are fucking expensive as hell. So maybe I'll have to save for a bit longer. Here we can't afford to help the homeless and people are getting denied help they need. Life is just not great at these times. Yeah. It is not very good anywhere in the world at the moment. Billionaires are doomsday prepping to, you know, shit is real when they start spending hundreds of millions to prep for something. Yeah, and especially when they're like... You can see them like preparing for something. They're like buying farmland, like building spaceships. And then they're telling everybody like, yeah, no, everything's cool beans. You know, you don't need to save money. Just spend on my products instead. Oh no, something's gonna happen. Also, I heard some dystopian-ass ideas. If our money will become worthless, what will make our guards do what we tell them? The ideas were locking away all the food so they depend on you or shock collars. Yup, it's back to feudalism. Yay. Plan to support local business too, buying from a Finnish company that outsources work to Estonia. Yeah, maybe Finland and Estonia could form like a union. Finstonia is the land. Although I'd prefer the Estonian government to run things, I think. Because our government, they've just been on a losing streak. I mean, I think last year or the year before, they introduced like a new business tax, I think, or some kind of payment for businesses, where you have to pay this thing based on not the actual money you're making, but the average, like, profits of a company in that specific field. So, you know, if I was making money or like selling my services as a IT entrepreneur, and then I would have to pay according to the average salary of or the average profits of an IT company, which very well could be like, I don't know, 50 grand a year. You know, instead of the actual money that I'd be making. Even if I make nothing, you know, which, you know, make that make sense. Yeah, that seems to be the name of the game. Let's just increase taxes. Because, I mean, what choice do they have? What, are they gonna not pay their taxes? By golly, they'd go to prison. They can't do that. Let's increase the taxes. Why? So we can take care of our elderly and the poor? So we can fund the schools? Heavens no. We're going to increase the taxes so we can keep sending €1 billion to foreign aid every year. And also to give €500 million a year to the government's own media branch. You know, so they can run a streaming service that loses money every year. Oh boy. If you can get yourself a sheepskin seat, that's some real shit. That'd be cool. Like real leather. You know, I have a gloves made from real cow skin. That's pretty cool. We already do share a lot of similarities in language. We could make a new language, Finstonian, combining the two already similar languages. Hell yeah. I actually thought Estonian taxes were pretty good. 24%. Turns out that's Estonian propaganda. The taxes are just split up, so we pay 48% taxes, just the other 24% we don't see since it's VAT. Yeah. That's kind of what we do over here too, except our income tax is also like 40 to 50%, so... Then we have the 24% VAT on top of that. Yeah. Shit is working well, isn't it? Sheepskin is apparently also breathable. I had a fake skin office churn. Get real leather or don't get leather. Yeah, I wouldn't get a fake leather seat. Or fake leather anything, really. You know, call me old-fashioned, but I like real leather. And I like clothes made of wool. Like actual sheep's wool. I don't like cotton. You know what? Wool is warm, and you don't have to wash it that often. I think modern clothes are a scam to get you to buy, well, first of all, more clothes because they break faster because you have to wash them more, but also to, like, you know, buy cleaning stuff. Like detergent and washing machines, because those are also designed to break after a certain number of washes. Isn't this fun? Just getting double-dicked by the government and the big corporations. Everybody out there's debating like, oh no, it's fucking late-stage capitalism. Oh no, it's the government. No, it's all of them. We need to have a purge. Oh. Don't spin. Christ. Out of the way, sheep, or I'll turn you into some seats. I'll give my Hilux some nice leather seats. Come on, Toyota. Power. Speed. Air. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. I don't think I'm very good at off-road racing. Well, I would be if they let me use some kind of a lighter car, but this is kind of unwieldy. This is more suited for Arctic exploration. Shout out to those who understand the reference. And I guess, you know, warfare as well. Say you wanna fight, like, I don't know, Libya or something. 10th. I'll be getting my first leather thing in a few months, actually. Nice sparkle wheel, it's expensive, but leather will outlive me. Nice. A leather wheel would be cool as hell. So yeah, something has to give either higher taxes for the rich or higher pay. Well, why do either of that when you can just milk the middle class and the poor for whatever scraps they have left. Just keep squeezing them, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Is this car stock? I don't think so. I mean, it's level 912. That seems pretty high. Also, it's not just the car. This specific race is just hard. Yeah, it is, but it would go better with a lighter car, I think. Can I change the car? Or can I change the car? Can I not change it anymore? I guess not. Well, guess we'll just try again. I think I would do better with like one of those rally cars, you know, my Peugeot or my... what is the other one? Golf. I'm not too good at driving these big old cars. It's got too much mass, I can't control it. But at least it's got power. But hey, you know what? Food prices might be high. The world might be in turmoil. But at least I got some cool graduation presents. Which was very nice. Got some upgrades to my wardrobe. I got a new coat and some new jeans from my parents, as well as... Actually, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys guess. Can you guess what my third present was? Because I will tell you what, it's something you wouldn't expect. Third what? Third graduation present. I got a coat, then I got a pair of jeans. Can you guess the third one? A skirt. You know what? That would be a ballsy move. Wearing a skirt as a man. Especially one who looks like me. It would be literally quite a ballsy move. Depending on the length of the skirt, but no. It was not a skirt.
Drivers in that last round were doing a little too much sightseeing and not enough racing. Try not to make the same mistake here, eh? You're through to round 4. Enjoy.
Gonna let you guys keep guessing for a while I pick a new race. See if anybody gets it right. See the bike event? Want you to try that. Which one? I don't see no bike event. Oh, there, this one. A tank top. Nope, wasn't a tank top. I think I have to keep working out for at least a few more months until I can full of a tank top convincingly. But no, I'll give you a hint, it wasn't any clothes. And what I should probably change to a faster car. Let's see here. Drawing template. Nope, I already... I have a Wacom and also like an actual Android art template. And you know what, I'm gonna... Yeah, I was just about to say, I'll give you guys another hint, it's not anything electronical. Not clothes, not electronics. Not alcohol. Hey, what the hell? What are you trying to kill me? Body pillow of Saitama. Sadly not, that would have been pretty cool though. I don't think my parents know about One Punch Man. And I guess I can, you know, rule out these categories as we go along. Wasn't any kind of a furniture or decoration either. You know what, for a moment there I forgot I'm in the UK. I forgot they drive on the wrong side of the road. These absolute maniacs. That guy misspelled Michael. Lightsaber. Nope, it wasn't that too, you know what, I'm just gonna say it because I don't think you guys are gonna ever guess. They got me... They got me a kilogram of beef. Just a big old chunk of fucking beef. Not just any beef, by the way. This was like a... What do you call it? Like Highland? What do you call them? You know, like Highland cows? Which you know what, in my opinion, that's probably the best beef you can get. At least as far as the ones I've tasted go.
Pretty good, right? I've seen you drive.
You know, I've never had like a
Let's say
authentic Japanese Wagyu or whatever.
better than 4 dirt bikes.
But as far as the beef that's produced in this country goes, that's the best. Not even close. I have it sitting in my fridge currently. I haven't cooked it yet, but... I'm kind of low-key excited. Because that's like my favorite meat. Also, gosh darn it, the one time I see someone else play a seasoned version of this race and it's an actual good car, it's usually always a shitbox.
Alright guys, this'll be...
Well, that's nice.
Don't miss the checkpoints and let's go.
Don't have to drive a shitbox, although I have to say I kind of like shitboxes. But hey, you know, roided up Ford Focus, that's still pretty good. I've driven this car in a lot of different games. Mainly as a rally car. Hasn't let me down thus far. Although it looks like these bikes are kinda ahead of me.
like I'm the only one left.
Second place.
Don't worry about it. If I tell these guys to run the game, they'll be overjoyed.
I guess I could try again. I don't personally like steak, but that sounds very exciting. You know what? I can't comprehend anybody liking steak. Usually I just assume it's because they haven't had good steak. Which, to be fair, is kind of rare to get. Because restaurants always like... or like affordable restaurants always cook them to shit. They're always like well done because they're afraid of like giving you food poisoning or whatever. But you know, I guess everybody has their tastes. But I will say that I think like a medium rare prime cut of Highlander beef, I think that could change your mind. That's just a suspicion of mine. I've had a lot of different steak cooked differently, and I've had it medium rare, I've had it well done, and I don't know, I just don't like the texture and flavor. Well, fair enough. Although I still have to emphasize that the difference between like regular beef, I don't know what it's officially called, and you know, these Highland cows, it's pretty much day and night. Like, you wouldn't expect like a slightly different breed of cow to like taste that radically different, but it does. If I get the chance, I will try a steak that is high quality if it's a free bite. Yeah, especially if, you know, I actually have to check if, you know, Highland is actually the right name. Because I'm not sure, I only know the name in Finnish, but you know, that's kind of a direct translation. Ylämaan karja. English Highland cattle from Scotland. Yeah, I know, it's like these really furry cows with like big horns. You might have seen them. That is just some amazing meat. No matter the cut, no matter the food, it's just always amazing.
Alright guys, this'll be easy. Just don't miss the checkpoint and let's go.
I lived next to a bunch of free roam Highland cows. Cool.
We just lose yellow.
My brother mostly buys Highland cow, and that's what I tried. And you didn't like it? You didn't like the steak?
Coming up on the quarry.
You know, I'm just making sure because I I find it kind of hard to believe. You know, it's like somebody telling you they don't like chocolate. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't like it? It's just not for me. Okay. Fair enough. It's like fish, I've tried it, but it's just not for me. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like any fish besides salmon until like my early 20s. So I can understand that. But But I have always liked the beef, especially steaks. Steaks have always been like my favorite food. At least ever since I had like a medium rare steak. Before then I always had it well done because like a slightly red steak kind of freaked me out. But then I grew up and I gained the knowledge that it's fine. You know, you fry it on a pan, the bacteria is just gonna die. It's fine. Chocolate I'm very picky with. I need it to be not too bitter, but also not to the point where it doesn't even taste like proper chocolate. Yeah, see, I'm once again kind of the opposite. Like I don't eat chocolate almost ever, because my stomach just doesn't like it, for whatever reason. But if on the rare occasion that I do, I will get like a 97% chocolate. You know, I don't really give a shit about sugar. I just want it for the cocoa. Especially if it's got a little bit of mint in there, or raspberry. Like 97% mint chocolate is fucking... Ooh. Ooh. Perfection. Not gonna lie, I always thought this race was rigged, but it's not. Yeah. I kind of assumed it would be too. 97%, wow. Yup, I want mostly cocoa. Which is why I don't really even eat chocolate anymore, I'll just bake something with an obscene amount of cocoa in it. You know, like cake or muffins or something. Speaking of which, a couple of weeks ago I made like a... What is it called? Sand cake, I think it's called in English. But it's made from like potato flours. And lots of butter, eggs. And the inside was so moist that it was almost like mud cake. That shit was good. I wanted like 60%, maybe 65%. Yeah, I used to like... milk chocolate too. Just the one brand specifically. I don't know if you guys ever had a butter chocolate. You know, Fazer. It is like the Finnish brand of chocolate. But their milk chocolate, I have to say, is probably the best in the world. And pretty much all the other milk chocolates that I've had have been like garbage by comparison. Like I won't even eat them. And theirs is just that good. If you guys ever see it in the store, and you're, you know, one of the normal people who like chocolate, give it a try. Because if you've grown up on like, you know, whatever, like Marabou or something, or God forbid, like American chocolate, which is disgusting, by the way, you will never eat any other chocolate again. That is almost a guarantee. Illustrate and I hate moist cake. You know what, I gotta say, you have weird tastes. You don't like steak. You don't like fish. You don't like moist cake. Those are some unique tastes you've got there. Never heard of. Milka used to be really good, but now it's like way too sugary. Yeah, that's also my problem, because I abstain from sugar for so long. I just can't eat like regular candies anymore. I'll just feel sick, man. It's disgusting. I'm more of a food guy these days. You know, if I do eat like empty calories of any kind, it's gonna be like chips. Especially those like thick, like artisan chips, kettle chips. Preferably ones that have been cooked in something other than like sunflower or rapeseed oil. Which I also have to say are only suitable for tractor fuel. Not for human consumption at all.
Hey, Blue, thread the needle with me.
You know, those I will absolutely fuck up.
Red's down, red's down.
Also, yeah, speaking of Milka, I've had their chocolate too. Compared to Fazer Blue, it's fucking insane. It's insane how night and day it is. But yeah, it seems like I can't get first place. Can't beat this number one. I'm always like 10th of a second late. I get headaches from sugar and my stomach feels weird from fresh sugar like fruit. So I do get the part. Yeah, I don't know. I think I tried to like drink a bottle of Coke last year and I just couldn't. I think I tapped out like after the first glass. What can I say? I'm just too damn healthy these days. Just driving my GT40 on a dirt road. Why not? It's only got like 600-700 horsepower. Like track tires, it's fine. It's very difficult. Great drift, apparently. Also, there's an alcohol-free drink. And it's just soda, and it has 1 out of 20 or something as much sugar as Sprite. And I'm super convinced the soda industry blocked them from selling it to kids because it's a gateway to alcohol. Like a alcohol-free seltzer. Something along those lines. Because I also do like seltzers. Just carbonated fruit juice and a bit of vodka. Very simple, very effective. You know what, I'll give this a try. It's fucking delicious and healthy compared to normal soda and kids can't drink it. Yup, that is Astoria Soda's time. What do you mean we can't get kids addicted to sugar? and profit from the slow destruction of their health. Ban that shit. That is going to be disastrous for the health and dental industries. Stop them. Actually, a lot of supercars in Forza Horizon game have off-road tunes and are off-road metas. That is true. And that one just didn't happen to be one of them. Felt like I was driving a missile on ice. Now this is actually quite a lot easy to drive than the Hilux. Out of the way, son, I'm number one. Yeah. I don't think it's quite that, but at the same time I haven't had seltzer, so I can't confirm. Yeah, well, I mean, seltzer without the alcohol would pretty much just be like a sugar-free soda. It's just fruit juice and carbonation. But hey, if you like the low sugar soda, then I am guessing you would like seltzers as well. It's just that plus a little bit of vodka. And they usually aren't terribly expensive either. You know what? I would have rather had the money than a fucking Vauxhall Astra.
I passed on your details to someone called Hans Liebold. He's the guy the insurance company sends to test anything related to cars, and Hans takes his job very seriously. You should go meet him. You'll love him.
I don't care about Hans. Just wanna do more races. Also, Forza Horizon 4 has the balls to tell me that something is a dirt race and it's 95% asphalt and a little dirt road at the end. It's got dirt in there, it's a dirt race. It's an alcohol-free Fassbrause. What is a Fassbrause? I'm gonna Google this thing. Michael Fassbender? No. Fassbrause. Tell me always Wikipedia. Fassbrause is a cake soda. Non-alcoholic or alcoholic depending on the brand. German drink made from fruit and malt extract. traditionally stored in a keg. Fuzz Browser is about the same color as some beers and usually has has an apple flavor. Taste is strongly reminiscent of the Austrian drink Almdudler. What a fucking silly word. Except that Fuzz Browser is less sweet and not quite as spicy. You know what? I think I might have actually had this at some point. The description sounds familiar. Also, if you wanna see a monkey moaning on a soda can, look up Alecook Fuzz Browser. Well, now I have to. Alecook Fuzz Browser. Oh yeah, there it is. That monkey's having a good fucking time. Kinda wanna try out a car that I haven't driven yet. I guess this is one of them according to the game. I honestly don't remember, so I assume it's true. I don't think I've driven this. Watch out, Lycle. You reckless fool. What else has happened in my weeks of absence? Has anything else happened? Besides Iran getting their leader blown up. Oh yeah, I guess Pakistan and Afghanistan also started fighting. Which is neat. Who doesn't like a bit of war every now and then? Although it is kind of becoming more and more frequent. Fuck, man. Anything fun though? Don't just wanna spend all stream talking about war and famine, disease. Yeah, you know what? These guys are kind of getting in my way. It is kind of getting annoying. I guess Marathon either came out or is having a beta test or something. That's news, right? Although I'm not really a Bungie guy, so I wouldn't know what it's like. I've never played Halo. But maybe I should. Maybe I should play Halo. I feel like that's something that all gamers should probably do. That's just an iconic game, I'm told. Well, besides Dubai having missiles being shot at it, I've gotten out of my financial hole. I can finally start saving up for my sim racing setup. Nice. I am happy to hear it. Here's hoping I'll get out of mine as well. You know, sometime soon. But hey, let me know when you get your sim racing setup, because I would like to see that. You know, know, maybe drop it in the Discord server even. Because I probably will get one as well. Money permitting. Got a new mouse and finally a and a Noctua cooler plus Noctua mousepad, and I plan to get a Noctua hoodie at some point. Yeah, I think I had one of their coolers in my old PC. Back when I still had my i7 600K? One of those. One of those old ones. Now, of course, I think I have a... Is it a Cooler Master? I don't know, it's like a big old brick. Although I think I might have put it on backwards when I installed my new CPU, so... It's kind of loud at the moment. I should probably address that. You know, it's not a huge deal, it's just the heatsink that's backwards. But I suspect the fan is just not making... It's just not close enough to the heatsink because it's kind of like concave on the other side. You know, the wrong side that I put it on. Needs to be on the flat side. Anyways. Halo, it's just nostalgia, man. I played Halo 1, absolutely hated the controls. The story might be 10 out of 10, but the controls are not worth it. Yeah, that's often the problem with these old games. One thing I'll give the new games is that the controls are usually better. You know, like I still haven't played through Mass Effect 1, because I think I got about 3 hours in, and then I stopped because the combat controls were just awful. I think in like 3 months I can buy it. I'll help my mom pay off her credit card first. She has been trying to pay it off for like 5 years. Well, that's nice. Also, since Haptics decided to go happy early birthday and is doing a bundle with Simnet pedals, so I'm getting what I was gonna buy anyway for 100 euros off. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, there has been quite a few sales I've noticed. You know, like I got my tablet for 100 bucks off. And I think the clothes that I got for my graduation, they were all like 60% off. I think it's because of the trade war. Or at least so I've been told. You know, because the US put the tariffs on China, so China's just dumping like all of this stuff into Europe at discounted prices. Because we don't have the same buying power that the Americans do. So that's why there's just lots of cheap shit coming in. Why did you stop using the Noctua cooler? Because I stopped using Intel. You know, my old PC had a... What is the socket called? Is it LGA 1151? Or 1155? One of those. They are very, very old Intel socket. And then I switched to AMD AM4, so it just wasn't compatible anymore. Also, it was kind of small. Had to get, or, you know, I didn't have to get, but I decided to get something a bit more beefy. Because I also got a bigger case for it. But now this damn game wants me to buy an SUV and I refuse. I refuse to disgrace my garage with SUVs. Guess I mean can we all agree that SUVs are just ugly as sin? I don't know how people can fucking drive them in good conscience. I always look at them on the road, all these Nissan Jukes and Qashqais. Crap name, ugly car, shitty car, slow car. Feel bad for driving one. Just taking a little shortcut, don't worry. Also, if you're planning to get into sim racing, it hasn't been a better time. Next Level Racing just dropped 2 seats. What is going on? Dropped 2 seats with built-in haptics. They are like 450 and 600 euros. Sound like a lot, but I'm here spending 640 on a seat that is compatible with haptics. From Sensi Haptics, that's another 620 euros because the Next Level Racing seats are made from for normal people and are built wide. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get like a haptic seat or anything. I guess it would be cool, but well, one, I don't really have the space, and I'm not really looking to spend more than a couple of $100. I'm not that big into racing games. But you know, like a nice wheel with like force feedback and all 3 pedals and the gear stick. I think something like that would be nice to have for like Forza Horizon and Dirt and whatnot. And maybe a Assetto Corsa once I get around to playing that. I've had it for like 7 years, I think. Or 6. And I've only played it for 2 hours. SUVs, what's even the point? They use more fuel and for what? Yeah, just for dragging their own fat asses around. One of the worst mistakes of the 21st century, I'll tell you. I think they're just a part of the general theme of initiatification. It's not just websites, not just apps, it's all of it. Buildings, cars, all of them are just uglier and worse now. Now fucking some cars have like not optional, but like, what was it, seat heating? That's like a subscription. You gotta subscribe to fucking some Mercedes service to use a fucking seat heater. Oh, what a wonderful future. Okay. Might as well. Swadesk Snap, I gotcha. May I suggest Moza? They basically sell everything and are budget friendly. That sounds like a good combination. Perhaps I will look into them once. You know, the thought of spending money doesn't physically hurt me anymore. But hey, hopefully that soon, you know, I made some connections. I actually went to like a... What would I call it? Event, I guess. Although event sounds like a bit much, it was like 20 people. I went there, I met some local business owners. And some other people in the field. Shook their hands. Managed to say a couple of things before I, you know, went catatonic because I still had a fever. That was pretty much it. I went there, I shook a few hands. Told them who I was, told them I'm about to graduate as a real-life engineer in real life for real. Told them about a few things I've made, and then I just kind of sat on a couch and stared forwards because I ran out of power. But hey, you know, I sent all of them some emails. Hopefully they have some kind of work, even if it's just part-time. Guess, you know, I don't need it that much. My expenses are still relatively low. Also, I'm getting my ass beat. Probably should have taken the faster car, maybe. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. Might have to start again. Mods doesn't really sell pedals meant for the floor though, so you might wanna do it yourself with a block of wood to make it floor usable. Yeah, I guess I could do it. Mods R3 or R5 bundle is perfect for the disc. Anything stronger might genuinely break your disc. Only get 2 pedals off the rip, so you have to buy the third separately. They sell shifters and handbrake. Yeah, that sounds good. I wish you the best of luck with the job, even if you don't need it. Having money around doesn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, I do need it, but I'm just saying, you know, I wouldn't even need like a full-time job, so that gives me some more options. You know, working a few months for like 2 or 3 grand, that would sustain me for a while, especially because I'm pretty good with money. I can make it last, I can invest it, I'm pretty good at that too. I think I could pretty comfortably live the rest of the year for like 6 grand. Why don't you have rewinds turned on for big mistakes like this? Because I forgot what those are. I haven't used them in a while. I forgot that you need them sometimes. I don't even know what button they're assigned to. Don't try to take my third place. I at least want to get on the podium. Come on. Well, number 3 is not bad, I suppose. Also, mod sells table clamps separately, usually, but sometimes it is in a bundle. I will have to keep that in mind. It's usually why. Okay. Podium finish. But still made me a whole 11 grand. Nice. Alright, well, let's see if there are any other types of races. I'm kinda getting sick of these. Whatever these are. Cross country. What is this thing? Derwent Valley Dash. "1970s cars, okay. That could be interesting. Also, there's another choice most people don't know about: Aesthetic Initium. Bundle. The main problem is, though, at full price it's 600 euros. But for Black Friday it was like 400, and at 400 it's a steal. I guess 400 could be more doable. The line, I think it means it's online. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Anything else? Kinda don't want to do more cross country. Off-road buggies, nah. Drift Club story. Yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll just do another one. Did we do this one? No. That's the one we just did. Okay, whatever. Top Gear time, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Or, you know, after this one. Yeah, let's do one more cross country, then we'll do Top Gear, and then I think I'll wrap this up. Move aside, SUV boy. That's not going well. Another one where I have to buy the car. Does it really have to be a fucking SUV? I don't want one. I guess the Volkswagen isn't like monstrously ugly like this thing. Or this fucking thing. Or that thing. And it's, I guess, the cheapest, right? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I think blue's fine. What kind of race is only for SUVs, though? That seems strange. Alright. Oh, this is exciting. The speed. The power. Of what I'm presuming is like a... maybe like a 3-cylinder EcoBoost. Well, probably not. Maybe since this is from the very ecologically responsible times of 2008, it might even have a V6. Behold the mighty Volkswagen Touareg. You know, as if it's not bad enough that the cars are fucking hideous. They also have to give them these goofy ass names. Touareg. Qashqai. Juke. Why can't we just have cool cars now? All of them have to be like kinda cringe in some way. Also, if you wanna save money, you might wanna look for used sim racing gear like Fanatec. Just released a new flagship and lowered the price of older stuff. So I see a lot of pretty good Fanatec stuff for like 300 euros used. Yeah, that's not bad. Fanatec will come with the bonus of working on Forza Horizon, but it is generally overpriced. The price doesn't match the performance and quality. They are on par with mods for like 2 to 3 times the price before the big price drops. That's a lot of things to consider. You know, sometimes I look at these, or think about these, oh cool, I got a fucking jacket. You know, like different controllers and wheels not working with certain games.
Cut down the field again. You're racing against old
Seems kinda weird.
cross-country drivers now. The kind who carry their own tools and
Why wouldn't they all work with everything?
5 of the cross-country racing series.
Like, what is the difference? Is it because some use, like, direct input, some use X input? Maybe I should look into that. Might be like a business opportunity in there. You know, for like writing some kind of universal controller driver thingy. You know, like a little C# program that just captures the input of your selected device, automatically maps them to like to both direct and X input, like virtual devices. And of course has the option to like adjust your mappings maybe. Because that does happen a lot too, where, you know, if I've played games with my old wheel, and some games treat the wheel like a fucking, like it's the acceleration. Like, oh, that's the gas pedal right there. Might be a good idea, but I've never done anything like that. So it would take time. But I guess that kinda goes for all of the software that I've made. In all of them I've been doing that shit for the first time, so wouldn't be anything different. Oh, wait, where am I even going? Oh yeah, the Top Gear thing. My brain might be a little bit cooked because I was still up at 7:30 in the morning. And also, I guess I haven't really eaten dinner and it's fucking 11:40. Just had a bunch of shit to do when I came back here. I guess I should go address that after this one last race. Don't think I'm gonna make the cook the beef just yet. I think I'll leave that for tomorrow, but I do also have some pork there and a baguette. Maybe I'll make something with some of, you know, one of those. Like a filled baguette or maybe some meatballs or something. Gotta say, you know, I was at my parents' for the whole month. I've been eating pretty well. You know, homemade hamburgers and pizza. Roast pork.
The Stig drives some very fast farm equipment. I hail a taxi, and finishing with
All kinds of stuff.
is a bit of a fan favorite around here.
And various sauces and roasts made of moose.
I'm Chris Harris, and this is the
Good stuff.
Top Gear Horizon Special.
Who the fuck is Chris Harrison?
Our very own UFO, unidentified fast
What have you done with Hammond
obedient
and May and Clarkson?
Right then, the Lotus Elise, a 90s classic based on the age-old roadster recipe. 2 seats, engine in the middle, rear-wheel drive.
Oh, I gotta
An ounce of fat. This is what driving is all
get up above 145.
He's sideways now, making it look easy too.
Okay. Heck yeah, moose. Right? Moose fucking rules.
But this isn't just any Elise.
You know, a few months ago I made some hamburgers out of ground moose.
Even the passenger seat is
Might have been the best hamburgers I've ever made.
friends are expensive.
Or eaten for that matter. You know, not to stroke my own ego or anything. Well, no, I am stroking my own ego a little bit.
Kilos and makes 190 horsepower from its 1.8 litre engine, which revs to 8,000 RPM. Just listen to that.
I am pretty good at making burgers, I have to say. I don't think I've ever had a hamburger at like a restaurant or a burger place that's better than mine. You know those moose burgers and the chicken burgers I made a couple of times last year? Ooh. Perfection. Even if I do say so myself.
And of course, because it's a Lotus, it sticks to the famous philosophy of the man who founded the company, Colin Chapman. Simplify, then add.
Colin Chapman?
He said, the Sport 190 also adds a full roll.
You mean to tell me that the company of Lotus wasn't founded by, like, Jack Lotus or something? I thought that's how all company names worked.
Made it! Was there ever any doubt? The Series 1 Elite
No.
is, after all, one of the best handling cars ever made.
I just had to drive fast, what's the big deal?
Cousin, a road-going racer you can drive to work. And
If you can get it cheap used, it's worth it, especially if you don't plan to buy a lot of wheels. You can get most wheelbases working on Forza Horizon with workarounds, but most wheelbases are meant for sim racing and most sim racers don't use wheels on Forza. Also doesn't make the force feedback that detailed, it's more general effects, so wheelbase manufacturers don't bother trying to get compatibility and cycle continues. Man. This sim racing business sure does sound like they don't standardize a whole lot. This one is a toughie, I won't spoil how it's supposed to be beaten, but it is not as simple as it seems. The big deal is you gotta beat it in 1 minute 40 seconds for 3 stars. Oh, okay. I see. But I probably won't try again because I gotta go eat. And I've just been drinking brandy on an empty stomach and I'm not handling it well. I don't know if you can tell, but my brain is firing on like 1 cylinder at the moment. I wanna try a moose burger now. I would recommend it. It is pretty good, especially if it's like pretty freshly killed moose, which it was. Because a family friend of ours hunts. Sometimes gives us some moose meat for free. Although he stopped doing that recently. Lotus funding the company would be neat. You did it in 2 minutes 40, what's another one? 1 minute 40 seconds. Well, exactly that. I don't think I can presently do any better than that. Yeah, fresh moose burger. Sadly, I won't be getting any of those anytime soon. I should probably get a hunting license myself, actually. Although, you know, that also requires some funding because, as it turns out, guns are expensive. Unless I get, like, I don't know, like an old World War II surplus gun, maybe. I guess in that case it would only be a couple of $100, but are they worth it though? That I don't know, because I've only ever shot 2 guns. I can give you a hint, look at the map before you start driving. Okay, well, you know what, now I'm curious. That's the wrong button. There you go. Guns should be pricey. Yeah, old guns do need a lot of maintenance. That is true, but I think it would still be less than buying like a brand new whatever they use for hunting. I don't know, like a Remington 700 or a shotgun or something. I wonder what kind of surplus guns I could even get in this country. Because our gun laws do be kind of strict when it comes to like semi-automatics or something. Wouldn't a shotgun be bad for hunting? I mean, depends on what you're hunting. Probably not great for moose, I would assume. Unless you use like deer slugs, I guess. I guess those could take down a moose, but I guess for hunting like bigger animals, a rifle would be the best. But yeah, a shotgun for hunting like deer and birds. Like ducks and pheasants and whatnot. And then like a 308 rifle for moose and a bucks. At least that's what I've been told by a former friend of mine who was hunting. Haven't talked to that guy in a while, but you know, he was actually hunting in like middle school when he was fucking like 13 and 14. He had a shotgun. And like a 22 rifle as well. I actually heard something funny from an American once about how it's unfair that America is stereotyped for all their guns and Finland doesn't get talked about despite being the second country with the most guns per people. I don't know if that's accurate. I think it might be Switzerland actually. Yeah, I think it is US, Switzerland, then Finland. At least as far as like Western countries go, I don't know what the deal is in like Africa or something. Because I mean they have like tons of old Cold War and World War II weapons there. Or so I've heard. That's where most of them have gone. You know, like old AK-47s and G3s.
I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient race.
But yeah, that is true. We do have a lot of guns, but I guess it doesn't get talked about that much because, well, first of all, we don't shoot each other that much. And second of all, because you forgot to look at the map. Did I? What am I supposed to be seeing?
Bring it back around. Let's have another crack at this.
But yeah, we're not allowed to buy like crazy guns.
Horizon Special.
So what am I supposed to be seeing here?
Our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least.
Before you start racing, look at the map. Okay. I mean, could I take like a different route? Is that what you're saying? Could I like do that? Okay. Well, I guess I could. I just don't know these roads so well. I don't know if I'll take the correct route.
Release, a 90s classic.
But I guess I can just pause and look at the map.
2 seats, engine in the middle, rear wheel drive. Not an ounce of fat. This is what driving is all
So
about.
that was a bit too much force there.
Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient racing driver. You've got it.
What do you mean least obedient? I thought it was tamed.
To almost spin for as long as possible.
It's a tame racing driver. That's the whole point. So I pass these two intersections and then I just follow this road. Okay.
Hang on a minute. What on earth is the Stig up to?
Okay, that's intersection 1. And that's 2, and then we just follow this road. It curves to the right. I know. I know. I have a very low tolerance for alcohol. Also, I'm tired, and I'm hungry. I'm kind of struggling here. My brain wants to turn off. It wants to go into sleep mode. So it wants to hibernate. Well, that's already. Past the time limit. Oh well. Why wouldn't you take intersection number 1? Because my IQ currently is probably 40. Alright. You know what, let's do it one more time, because I do kinda wanna get the 3 stars. I probably should have eaten before I started the stream, but I started fucking with my portfolio. So I didn't. Am I gonna have time? I don't really have any snacks. I don't think I have enough time for like a sandwich or anything. In my foolishness, I didn't get any snacks. Because I was like, you know what, I've eaten enough garbage for now. I've had cakes, I've had chips. I've had soft drinks. But now that I'm here, now that I'm home, I'm kind of regretting it. Because I mean, it's not like I'm getting fat. I think I lost like a kilogram in the last month. somehow. Well, actually, I think I would have had enough time for a sandwich, but might be too late now. Favorite radio station? Not used. Yeah, maybe I'll go to the store tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to the corner store and get a big pack of peanuts or something. Maybe some chips. When you get a wheelbase, you can drunk drive in a Sedo. That'll be fun. That could be a fun stream. Playing a Sedo course and taking a shot every time I don't get first place. Man. I would probably get alcohol poisoning, but... You know what? Anything for the entertainment.
I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least...
I would die in minutes. Right, so what is the actual... What is the actual best route? So I would take a right from the first intersection. That road. Take a left there and... Yeah, I guess that would be a lot shorter. Yeah, good call. My brain didn't quite compute. Most people race for years before getting first place. I'll do it in a week. I believe in myself. I personally went off-road because that was shorter, but either way it works, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess I could just cross there. Although, you know, going off-road in a Lotus might actually slow me down more than taking this road. It is almost the same length anyways. Yeah, fuck it, let's try.
You've got it. The trick with drifting is to not actually spin, but to almost spin for as long as possible.
Let's hope I remember the route. I might have to check the map because I don't really think I have short-term memory at the moment. It's not really there. Oh, fuck off. You know what, I'm gonna try again.
I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special.
I don't know nobody by the name of Chris Harrison.
UFO,
Get out of here, you fraud.
the world's least obedient racing driver.
Where's Hamster?
A serious slide there.
Where's Captain Slow? Where's the orangutan? Oh yeah, speaking of them, they're actually
Hang on a minute. What on earth?
they actually got new hosts for Grand Tour. Some kind of YouTubers, I'm told. That was close. Was this the right turn? Just no sense of direction. Okay, left. I was on the right track. I'm just not very good at driving this car. Okay. God damn.
Well, they did say to use the fastest route possible, and if there's one thing faster than a racing line, it's a straight line. You've got to hand it to the stick.
Okay.
Made it! Was there ever any doubt? The Series 1 Elise is, after all, one of the best...
Well, I mean, that was close, but...
The Sport 190 is its hardcore cousin, a road-going racer you can drive to work. And across fields, it turns out. But if it's...
Man, it's just 2 seconds.
transport you're after, we have just the thing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try one more time. I wanna get the 3rd star. No, I think I can do it. I just gotta drive faster. Not be such an old woman. Yeah, I should eat something before I fucking die. Straight up just ate a fistful of pork. Some fucking caveman. Although, yeah, I think I would've probably had time for like a quick sandwich. Whatever, that'll sustain me for like half an hour. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad pork at all. What's this, more bots? Top viewers from I'm totally not a virus.com. Git.
I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient racing driver. Hang on a minute, what on earth is the Stig up to? Yes, that's it. The honourable art of drifting.
No, I think it might have cost it. I forgot I had to turn there. Oops. Most people can't beat this specific race, so the car you get for 30 stars is like 20 million at the auction house.
Yes, the Stig.
Nice.
Very own UFO.
Nope, I think. That sucked too.
Object, the world's least obedient racing driver.
Okay, okay. Let's fucking lock in.
Drifting is to not actually spin, but to almost spin for as long as possible. I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient racing driver. Hang on a minute, what on earth is the Stig up to? Yes, that's it. The honourable art of drifting. Well, they did say to use the fastest route possible, and if there's one thing faster than a racing line, it's a straight line. You gotta hand it to the Stig.
Oh, come on.
Made it! Was there ever any doubt? The series one of
1.3 seconds.
the best handling cars ever made. The Sport 190 is its hardcore cousin, a road-going racer you can drive to work. And across fields, it turns out. But if it's true agricultural transport you're after, we have just the thing.
Should I go one more time? I mean, we've come this far, might as well. Good news, I had one more marmalade. You know, from Christmas. It's a bit dry at this point, but... it'll do the job. I think it's the dirt road for sure. Small shortcut is perhaps all you need. Well, I guess we'll find out. Why does this whole thing have to like reload when you finish the race? Because if you restart during the race, it's like way faster. That seems dumb and doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, what are you reloading the entire map every time you finish a race? Why? That seems like the least efficient possible way to do it. Yeah, it is fucking terribly designed if even I can tell, like, oh, there's like a million better ways to do this. Why do you have to reload the road? The road's not changing. Just spawn the cars, set the start and finish. What's the big deal? Why do it like this? I don't get it. Marmalade, another thing I do not like. That one I can understand because this is just pure sugar.
I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own.
Alright, I have to. I'm not turning around this time, I'm actually going through. What, here? Or am I? Wait. Isn't there a river going through there? Maybe I'll just take a second to inspect. Oh yeah, there's a... Yeah, there's a bridge. Never mind.
Obedient racing driver. I'm Chris Harris, and this is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient racing driver. That's basically a river, and the Elise definitely doesn't have a snorkel or a life jacket.
Am I even going the right way? Probably not. No, I'm going the opposite way. Christ. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's go.
This is the Top Gear Horizon Special. Ah yes, the Stig, our very own UFO, unidentified fast object, the world's least obedient racing driver. That's basically a river, and the Elise definitely doesn't have
That is a river.
or a life jacket.
It's gonna be cutting it close. Ooh. Nope, that was a bit of a blunder, but let's see if we can still pull it off. No. Shit. These damn Brits and their weird obsession with stone fences. Why can't you make it out of something that doesn't slow me down? Be like the Chinese, make it out of styrofoam.
That's basically a river, and the Elise definitely doesn't have a snorkel or a life jacket.
Oh, don't go on the fucking grass, please.
But it's definitely the most entertaining.
Okay, okay.
You've got
Come here.
it. The trick with drifting is to not actually spin, but to almost spin. For as long
0.3 seconds.
Well, they did say to use the fastest route possible, and if there's one thing faster than a racing line, it's a straight line. You've got to hand it to the Stig. Made it.
Oh yeah, here it comes, here it comes.
Any doubt? The Series 1 Elise is, after all,
Oh yes, there we go.
cars ever made.
Finally.
Sport 190 is its cousin, a road
Yeah, I guess that
you can drive to work. And across
that little shortcut did make a difference.
But if it's true agricultural transport you're after, we have just the thing.
It loads brake lines from your previous try, so it's probably reloading all of that as well for no reason. Yeah, that is a good point. So it is They reload the entire scene, which is stupid. But they also clearly like store the fucking brake marks somewhere and then load those. That's just so unnecessary. First intersection to dirt road is the way I did, but the river command means this is proper and intended method. Good game, you beat in a way I didn't even know of. That's me, I'm a pioneer of sorts. So let's see, what do I get? 5,900 pounds. A bit of influence. And the next level. That's it. Alright. Once you get all 10 to 3 stars, you get 2 really good cars. Okay. I guess we'll have to pick that up next time though, because I am perishing. But hey, that's a good 3-hour stream right off the bat there, even though I was, you know, heavily crippled. Not sure where the next stream is gonna be. Because I am gonna publish my new project one of these days. That's gonna be a long process. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow though. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll have time for a similar stream tomorrow. Hopefully. Good to have you back, see you in a month. Hopefully it won't be a month this time. In fact, I will be here for at least the next 2 weeks, so there should be streams. And hopefully I can fix my face as well, so I won't just be hauntingly staring at you guys. Completely motionless. But hey, thanks to everybody who stopped by. I appreciate it, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. And good night.